With Movie Odyssey. So today I'm going to go over the movies I've bought in the past month or two. It's kind of a bigger pile, I guess, depending who you would ask. For me, it's a big haul. So let me get started. We have Alien Romulus on 4K. Love this movie. I kind of jumped the gun on the 4K. I almost paid full price for the Steelbook, but I think because I was so hyped for the movie, I went ahead and paid like $40-something for this. But I personally like the movie. I know some people have their opinions on it, kind of a mixed bag, but I love the artwork on the Steelbook, especially the front. I'm not a Steelbook expert, so if it gets scratched or dent, that would be by accident, but I kind of just been keeping them in this the bubble wrap that it came shipped in until I get like a bookshelf. So 'cause usually I store all my movies like in my closet, so they're all kind of piled up. But got another one. So we got Tombstone on 4K Steelbook. So I kind of jumped the. What did I get this off of? I don't remember, but I think I didn't pay like the full price, but I paid like maybe a few dollars cheaper than what the original price was. I have this on my Apple iTunes library, so I may give the digital code out to somebody if they want it. I haven't opened it yet, nor have I watched it on the full 4K premise. But at some point I'll get that checked out. So this would be a first time watch for me, but Halloween season 3. Halloween 3 season of The Witch. I've never seen this. I know it has Tom Atkins in it, so excited to watch that. I think it's one of those, like, growing up, everyone wanted Halloween with Michael Myers, and then when Halloween 3 came out, everyone was kind of pissed off because they're like, where's Michael Myers? That's all I know about it, but I have heard good things, so I bought this off Walmart's app for like $16. It's the Scream Factory. It's like a box sleeve cover, I guess you could say. So $16, that's not bad at all. So I thought that was a steal. Usually I would say that's probably $20 to $27. So another first time watch for me, I haven't seen this yet, is John Carpenter's They Live. I bought this at Walmart for around like $25. So I'm excited to check this out. I'll let you guys know what I think about it. So First Blood with Rambo. I think I've seen some of it when I was a kid. I don't remember a whole lot. I know it takes place in Washington State, so to me, I think it's basically a first-time watch for me. So I'll get with you guys on that. Get that watched at some point. This one is out of print. I think I got it off maybe Shout Factory. It was on sale for like $15-16, but Ewan McGregor in The Last Days in the Desert. Ewan plays Jesus, and he's out in the desert for like 40 days. So I'll give it a watch sometime. It looks like it'd be interesting. So out of print, you could probably find it probably around $25 range. So this next one is probably one of my more recent purchases, but it's the Steelbook 4K of Kingdom of Heaven, and I have it on DVD, but I've never seen like the director's cut of this. So I'm going to consider it a first time watch, but just a different version of it. So I hear the director's cut's a lot better. This was the only option was in Steelbook, so I don't know why they didn't offer like a cheaper version of this. But it is what it is. I went ahead and bought that off the Atomic Movie Store's website. A decent price. It wasn't too pricey, so put that back in here. I need to buy a shelf. Like I said, all my movies are stored in my closet, so I don't have like a nice shelf to put them up. But for the meantime, the closet shelves I have, that's where they're stored. So another find at Walmart, along with They Live, I bought Point Break directed by Catherine Bigelow. So this is the Scream Factory Steelbook edition. I just think that cover's fire, if I'm being honest with you. I had this on DVD. I may still have it, but to upgrade from DVD to 4K, this is definitely worth a watch. It's been a very long time since I've seen this, so that will be a fun time watching that. So, and I think I paid like $27 for that. So the next one I have is Revenge. So it's the same director of The Substance. If you've seen that, then this might be her first film. I'm not quite sure, but if you have AMC's Shudder, it's on there. If you want to like watch it, then decide if you want to buy it. But it's a solid kind of survival revenge flick. So has its trippy parts, some body horror a little bit. So yeah, check it out. Revenge. The next one I got was The Descent. I got this at Walmart with a slipcover. I only paid like $9.99 for this, maybe a little less, but under $10. So nice little slipcover. I've seen The Descent. They say it takes place in the Appalachian Mountains, which is kind of in the area I live, but it's actually was filmed in, I think, the UK. So, solid survival horror film if you haven't seen it. And honestly, I like the second one as well. I have it on DVD, but that's kind of it picks up right where they left off in the first one. So, I got The Descent. Another one from Walmart, it's the exact same price as The Descent, is It Follows. Now I remember watching this with my friend Brandon, Kyle, and their roommate Rob, I believe. We watched It Follows, and I think they're coming out with a sequel pretty soon, They Follow. So if you haven't seen that, definitely check it out. It's a fun ride, I'll say that for sure. A little, I don't want to say artsy, but it has those vibes, so check that out if you haven't. Another one I bought, now some of these I bought from there was like an Amazon sale. It was like buy one, get one half off, I think. I could be wrong. It was a couple months ago, but I finally got Prey. So I've been waiting to buy this for a long time. I may have paid like $18 to $20 for this 4K with the slipcover. Has not been opened yet. Came in really good condition. I watched this when it came out on a streaming platform. Honestly, I wish this was in theaters. I think I would have had a lot of fun with this. But if you haven't seen Prey, check it out. Same director is cooking up some stuff. Another Predator movie, and he just did an animated movie, which if you hadn't seen that on the main streaming platform of this, check that out. It's pretty awesome. The Sandlot, I got this off Amazon. I think I paid less than like $9 it's like $8 or $9 for this. It was originally like 12 or 13, 12 to $15 range, but I think I saw The Sandlot as a kid. This came out in '93, so that was about the time when Jurassic Park came out. So we watched this it's like a 99-cent theater, which usually when they put the movie in that theater, it had already been out in the main theaters, probably like 6 months prior. So that's why the cost was 99 cents. But if you waited at that time like 6 months, this was probably like early 90s to mid 90s. That's how they did that, and for the cost. So The Sandlot, solid coming of age film. My kids have watched this multiple times. They love it. I love it, so I had to own it. I was waiting to see if Arrow had this on, if they were going to release it, because I know they had they had a teaser on their Instagram page, but turns out it wasn't The Sandlot. So yeah, if you haven't seen that, check it out. Fun for the whole family. This next one is Hacksaw Ridge. This was done by Mel Gibson. I haven't seen this since it came out in theaters, however long ago that was, but it's like a true story. Basically the soldier, he doesn't believe in like killing people, essentially, or not in violence, so he ends up like helping people out during World War II. So if you haven't seen that, check it out. It's a good story behind it. Yeah, so Hacksaw Ridge, and I got this off eBay for like $15. It's like a steel book with a see-through slipcover. Still in the wrapper, so I may give it a second watch at some point. Another one that I got off the Amazon sale was the original Red Dawn. This is a steel book. I paid less than $15 for this. Now that I'm older, I definitely would like to watch this again. Yeah, I didn't see the new Red Dawn, but this one's like a classic from what I remember watching as a kid growing up. So definitely worth checking out. I will watch that at some point. Got some that really hit home. Part of the Amazon sale was Predator. Dude, what can I say? If you haven't seen Predator, I mean, it's adrenaline, masculinity, over the top. Like, I think your testosterone will be over 9,000 if you watch Predator, if you haven't seen this. There's a bunch of movies in the franchise, but this is always the original. And the director, John McTiernan, I think he did this next one. I will pull out. I could be wrong. Let me see. No, completely wrong. But yeah, check out Predator if you haven't. If you have, why not? Just rewatch it. You know what's up with it. The one I was confused about was the next one, Deep Blue Sea, which is Rennie Harlin. So I think Rennie Harlin did Cliffhanger, Die Hard 2, which I haven't seen Die Hard 2. I grew up watching Die Hard with a Vengeance at my uncle's house in the summer of '96. He had like a huge bootleg library of VHS movies, and Die Hard with a Vengeance was a movie that he had bootlegged. So I spent the summer watching all his like action movies. I played Doom on his computer, and I think it was like the '96 Olympics was going on, and I'd also got sucked into watching The Price is Right and Super Mario Brothers on Nintendo. So that was my summer of '96. But anyways, back to Deep Blue Sea. I grew up with was being like some of my favorite shark movies. I think my mom had rented Deep Blue Sea off the DirecTV pay-per-view. So a friend of mine that lived in the same neighborhood, he came over to our apartment and we ended up watching it. But I finally just bought this, and I know Arrow came out with a 4K version of it, but for the price I paid, maybe around $10, so I couldn't beat the price. So going from VHS to Blu-ray, I'm sure I'll appreciate it. 4K is probably even better, but I'm just trying to watch the movie, just enjoy it for what it is. The next one is Cherry Falls. So I got this off the Scream Factory sale that they had going on. So Cherry Falls, I watched this on the cable. It was the USA Network. I don't know if this was a Canadian-made film, but it's kind of around the time of like Scream, I Know What You Did Last Summer. But when this movie came out on USA Network and I watched it, dude, it's a classic for me. It has Brittany Murphy, rest in peace. I butcher his name. Michael Biehn. Jay Moore is in it, the comedian. But yeah, check that out. It's I think people have been sleeping on this if they haven't seen it. Check that out. Cherry Falls. These next two, I'll say they go hand in hand. So I got Alien on 4K. I have it on Blu-ray. I waited the longest time for this to be on sale. I think I paid around $18 for this. I've heard good things about Alien on 4K, so I'm sure it won't disappoint. This is one of those films like I can always go rewatch this, and it's just as fun as the first time I've seen this. Maybe not quite the first time because you kind of know what happens, but it's still an enjoyment. So Alien, got that off Amazon. Another one, Aliens. So I got that off Amazon. Probably paid $18 to $20 for this. Came with a slip cover, and really good condition, surprisingly for Amazon. I have not watched it on 4K. I know people have their opinions on how the film looks with like the waxy look to the people on there, but I'll check it out. I'm not going to try to nitpick it unless it was like really noticeable to where it's like bothering me watching the film, but usually when I'm watching something, I'm not going to the technical aspects of it. Another one I have is 300. I got this on sale. I may have paid like $12 for this. I watched this in IMAX back in, was this 2007? So 2006, 2007. So I was like fresh out of high school when this came out in IMAX. It was definitely, for that time, visually amazing. I like the sequel just as much. Maybe not just as much, but I mean, it was a fun, enjoyable film. I don't have that on 4K, but this one I got on 4K for the price. And to me, I don't care so much. Like, if it's an older film and it looks good on 4K, I'll get it. Or it was a really good price. Enough to where you're like, dude, I can justify the price. So, I mean, $12 for this, I don't own it, so why not, you know? Another one from Amazon, I got Die Hard. I've seen bits and pieces of this, so I may wait to watch this around Christmas time. Arguably, it's a Christmas film. For some people, it is not. So, speaking of John McTiernan, yes, did Deep Blue Sea. So I'm gonna wait to watch this. Got this for a good price as well. So Die Hard. Another one I got is Halloween, the Scream Factory edition. I think I paid like $20 for this from the Scream Factory sale. So I've seen this, solid classic by John Carpenter. Have not opened this yet to watch it on 4K, but I'll definitely check it out. Let's see. a river runs through it. So I bought this off eBay. This was I'm pretty sure this was the first film I watched in theaters. And Jurassic Park was the second film I watched in theaters. Both of them were at that 99-cent theater that I had mentioned. I bought this off eBay. I probably paid like $20. It's kind of been going for like $25 to $30. So for $20, I mean, if it came out again, it's whatever. Really enjoyed this film growing up. It's a great story. Down to a few more. I got Terminator on 4K. I haven't seen this on 4K. It hasn't even been open. Classic film. I'll say it's like a horror film. Sci-fi, but definitely horror aspects to it. I'll definitely give that a watch. So we're down to 3 more. So we got Dog Soldiers. This actually came with a slipcover. Dog Soldiers, I got this from, actually these last 3 I got off Scream Factory on sale. So Dog Soldiers, I watched it originally 2002, 2003. It premiered on the Sci-Fi Channel. It's definitely like the Last Alamo and Aliens kind of put together. So solid werewolf movie. If you haven't seen that, Neil Marshall did this film. So if you he's the same director of The Descent, Dog Soldiers, a few other films, couple of episodes on Game of Thrones that were really solid. Another film was Dawn of the Dead. I may have this on Blu-ray, but for the price, I went ahead and got it on 4K. And I'm a sucker for like zombie movies, even though I haven't seen all of the classics. I'm working on that. So Dawn of the Dead off the Scream Factory sale for I think $20. Normally it goes for like $27 to $30, so not a bad price. And the last one, Lake Placid. This was also from Scream Factory. I think my mom had bought this off that DirecTV pay-per-view rental, and some of the films that if we rented, we were recorded on VHS, but this was one of the films. Classic creature feature film with Betty White from the Golden Girls. So if you haven't seen that, check it out. And that is my pile. And then I have 2 classics I may watch tonight just because we got Jaws and Jaws 2. So I know in the film when the mayor is talking about opening day, tomorrow is July 4th. So today's July 3rd as of this recording. So I figured, why not watch these? At least this one for sure. Jaws 2, classic for me growing up because the cable channel TNT had them, all of the Jaws movies playing on that channel. So I grew up watching those creature features. Still terrified to go into the water till this day. I'm sure a lot of people are ever since watching Jaws. But yeah, that's my recent haul. I know right now there's a Barnes & Noble sale going on, half off or 50% off. I think that's the only time you should get Barnes & Noble films. So there's a few that I'm looking to get from there that I've been wanting to get. So I'll show you guys that on the next video. So it's been a while since I've uploaded a video, so I'm kind of trying to get into the swing of things. My house isn't like the most perfect setup. It just seems like everything I'm a little too nitpicky about, like where to film, the lighting, all that, but I'll kind of get that figured out. I'm filming at my friend's work studio. He let me use this room, so I like the lighting in here a lot more than like what I had originally filmed of the same video. So be patient with me. I'll get kind of that stuff all figured out, and I'll also be like posting stuff on Instagram as well. So I hope you guys have a good 4th of July weekend. Enjoy the fireworks, time with your friends and family, and don't forget to watch more movies. So thank you guys for taking time to watch this, and I look forward to uploading more videos for you guys.